Yo, yo. Hold. Wait. Big progress. Didn't even take that long. Check this. Alright, well, here, I'll just show you the thing. I added the rest of the pages for my spells. We can spawn. We have all these spells. So many spells, right? Okay. And that was one of the maps that you get all the spells, but if we do maze, which is a tiny map and there's gonna be more going on, you only get 3 spells. That's it. See? So I can't go any further. Perfect. What did I do? Well, I talked yesterday about how in Blender we can go in, create a hold. Do I not have it anymore? Hold. Oh, I create a material like this. I add it in Blender. I apply it to the book, but then I have to do stuff in the Blender material to fit it properly, and then I bake it. Well, when I bake it and export it so that I can send it to Unreal, it turns into, hold, what am I doing? Book, textures. It turns into something like this. Please? Why did it open there? Okay. This doesn't give you the whole thing of what's happening. It gives you a PNG that is nothing else except this. So it has a certain rotation to it, and it's like this. And if we apply the material like this, or if we create a material from the texture like this in Unreal, I import it into Unreal like this, and then I right-click it and I create a material from it. We end up getting something that looks like this. And it works perfectly. If we go in and look at the book, nice. I updated freeze and all the spells so that they have names now in the shit. They'll look better. Obviously, these are just templates, or placeholders, rather. So now this stuff works. I went into the character. I also added the character's rotation so that way the book spawns wherever the player is looking, no matter what map, which was an issue before. The next step is, now that the book works, and now that, for example, if we go into maze, oops. Well, GG. The book exists now, I guess, so we can start it. Alright, yo, fireball, magic missile, freeze, blindness, deafness, thunderclap, shield, invisibility. None of the other spells work. The gnat. All the times I'm feeling shit, they're just gnats. I didn't know that there were so many. I think they're biting gnats, dude, I swear. Let me find out really quick. Hold on. Do gnats bite? These bitches! Nope. Gnats are not biting me. That is not what they look like. Never mind, they're just mosquitoes. I have mosquitoes in my car and I got bit. Some got in my apartment. So, what was I doing? I don't remember. What was I doing? Oh, so the character, in the character when you try and cast a spell, I want to cast Fireball. I say Fireball. Well, what do? We get Fireball's info to get its name, and then we try to cast it. It goes and checks the book, and the book, depending on, hold, this should be called like setup or something. Depending on the map, depending on the level, we have different spells in the book. If you're on Forester Hall, those are PvP maps, you spawn with all of them. It's chaos. If you're on the maze level, you only spawn with these 3. That's it. And that sets how many spells we have. And then, for aesthetics, the second the book gets created, we want to say what page we start on. Maybe we start on 0, maybe we start on 2, whatever. I have it set to 1 because I think that makes the most sense. I don't think it really matters. I have to rethink about that. And the page that is out, which is the page 2, it just so happens that page 2 is the page that is visible by default. This is page 2. So we want to update it to be whatever one we're on. So if we're on hold. Oh, I guess we don't need to do that, huh? I guess set starting page material. Wait, why am I keep doing an S? I don't know why. I guess I don't need to do that. I may as well just find the current spell. Find. Oh, wait. I don't need to find it. I just do the current page that we're on because we already know what the current page is. So let's actually see what happens. See if this works. Boom, book exists. We have all these pages because we're on one of those maps. If we instead go to maze, those are the only pages we get. That's it. Okay, that works. Set starting page material. And what if I set this to be the second one now? Then, doesn't that mean we can't go any further to the right? True. So I can actually set what page you want to start at. It feels good to start it, like, in the event that you spawn with only 3 pages, it feels good if you open the book and you at least have a spell to the left and to the right. So I like choosing the middle index. Because of an array of 3 elements, we have 0, 1, and 2 are the indexes, or indices, but indexes makes more sense. Indices is like, these are indices for indices and contributors to worsened health. It's like a scientific use. I don't think indices is the right word here. I like indexes. That's fine. So 2 would be the last index, and that means if you try and go further, you're not going to be able to flip the page any further. You can't flip it because there are no more pages, but you can only flip it behind. I would rather start at the first index, just regardless. That way you can at least go back 1 page, and then you can go forward if you want. So if we go to maze, we get 1 page to the left, 1 page to the right. If we go on forest or hall, we get all the pages to the right, and we get that 1 page to the left. Can't go any further. There are 19 spells for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom. And you can only cast the spells that are in the book. Because earlier when we were on Maze, I tried to cast Lightning Bolt and Invisibility and Crunch and all these other things. Thunderclap can't do shit. But if we go in Forest, oops. Then we can. Lightning Bolt, Blink, Thunderclap, Fireball, Magic Missile, Freeze, Deafness, Blindness. See, we can cast all the shit we want. Next up, 2 things. 2 things. One, what do? I think I want to do the glowing stuff first, and then I'll do the animations later. I have 2 things. One is when you cast a spell, if the spell has a cooldown, I say if because the light spell does not. Hold. Light spell does not because, especially in the maze, you should be able to spawn the light using light spawn, make it go with light go, light come, and light vanish, light come to return. Oh, it could be light return. That would be actually better than light come. So whatever, because it sounds weird and it's easy to say, or it's too easy to say. I like when there are multiple syllables because it's harder for the speech recognition software to get confused about what you're saying. It's easier because single syllable things are confusable. If the tolerance is really low, it just looks for one peak in the wave. That could be go, that could be come, that could be kill, that could be die, that could be fuck, that could be anything. But if it's boom boom, then it's a little more restrictive, especially between, like, it won't mistake a 2-syllable word for a 1-syllable or a 1 for a 2. So it makes it more reliable. That's why Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Dude, it's like 5 or 6 syllables. It's crazy hard to say. Just in general, I had to add 6 pronunciations just to make the thing work for me. And so that you can say it with realistic accents, with American accents, whatever. So, light is not going to have a cooldown because when you're in the maze, you should be able to manipulate your light as you wish. But other spells that do damage, that heal you, that give strategic advantages, that buff you, etc., that debuff the enemies, those have cooldowns. And so I want to turn all of these materials. Have I done anything? I have. What the fuck did I do here? What did I do? Is it? Oh, okay, we're good. I don't know what I did. Create spawn logic and fixed rotation. Did I just do something? What did I do in the book? Oh, did I mean, I know I stopped setting the third and first page. What did I do? Changed number pin value? Okay, so that was that part. That wasn't that here, or wasn't that here? Yeah, that was here. I don't know, what did I do to all the materials? I don't think I touched them. Did I just save them? I guess saved materials, no changes, I guess. And tested different different page numbers by default, or different starting pages in book, in spellbook. Okay, that's it. So, didn't change much. Oh, this is we'll do starting page index. We'll just start at 1. That way we don't have any magic numbers, please. Cute. Okay. Added starting page index to remove magic number for spellbook starting page. Okay. Piece. So that's kind of it, right? Oh yeah, 2 things. Here we go. 1, I need to make first person animations. That way your hands are in front of you and you can see them, because it looks better than, I don't know, it looks gamified, but it's better than not seeing your hands at all. Like right now, my guy's walking, just like you are IRL, but in the game, it kind of is better if you could see your hands, or at least in this case, to see your spell book. Well, maybe it could levitate, but I think it'd be cooler if your hand was holding it, because it's this old-timey wizard shit. I don't know, it just feels like that would be better. So I need first-person animations where your left hand is always holding the book, which means I need the animations, and then when I create the book, we just parent it to the hand so that as the hand moves, the book is in it, and then the pages can flip just like that. So 1, I need animations, and then I need to parent the book to the animation, the left hand, and those will differ from the third-person anims, so it'll look like this to other people, but then they'll be the first-person ones for you, for your first-person camera. So this would look different from this. Or really, it's just other players would see this, I would see this. And it would still look like, the animations will look weird in third person from this player, but to other people, it'll look fine. The other thing is the glowing. And this is what I'm going to do first, where I'm going to go into a material. So we're going to pages, materials. I'll go into this guy. I'm going to change this from this blend mode to translucent. That will open up this opacity option, and I can connect an input to that and set it from 0 to 1. 1 being maximum we see it, 0 being it's invisible, and I can fade it out, or I can maybe change the color or something like that. Only thing here is I don't want the page to fade, but maybe I do because the pages underneath it are the same color and it's actually okay. I think that's probably actually fine. So I could just fade the whole page out, and then maybe later I do something else. Like I could give each page, well actually we already do. I could fuck around with the materials and change things later so that each page actually has multiple things on the front, but no, because I have to draw this out. I was going to say that I could have the colored stuff that fades, that I want to fade, like just this guy and the spell to fade, but not this part. Fuck it. I'll just start with this. When you cast a spell, I'm going to have a cooldown in the data table for each spell. So in spells, in our data table, each one of these will have a certain cooldown, and that cooldown will be how long the glow is faded, how long the symbol, the page is faded for, and then it'll come back. And in the check that we call from the character that calls here, it will not only check to make sure you have the spell, does this book hold does book have desired spell? spell you're casting. Okay. It will also check to see, is the spell on cooldown? Is spell on cooldown? Or is spell castable? Something like that. Excuse me, or is spell available for casting? Has cooldown elapsed? Something like that. Okay. This is the check. Do that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to update the materials to all be translucent, and then I'm going to add a thing in here so that when we cast a spell, it will fade the stuff out. And yeah, something like that. I don't know exactly how I want to do it. I'm probably going to open up Mage Arena and play it for a sec, or watch some gameplay, and then see how that feels. See how it is. Do I want to just do that? Because we cast it. I could just make it, I could just instantly turn it down, and that could be good too. We don't need to fade it. I don't think we cast it and then it fades out, because especially if I do it too slow, I think I just snap it. I just change the opacity. I'll do that. Fuck it. That way I don't need timers and have 20 well, I'm still going to need 20 different timers because each spell needs its own cooldown, so I have to have a separate timer checking it, because if you're in World of Warcraft or something, I've never played that game, but I've seen games like that where you have a bunch of things at the bottom that are cooling down, and you cast 4 spells. Well, if you cast one, it's on cooldown. You cast another, it's on cooldown, but it's a separate cooldown, and you do that 20 times. You have 20 different things ticking at separate times. You have to have 20 different timers tracking this. So I'm probably going to, am I going to need, do I need an array of timers? Maybe. Like, we get the index of the spell, and we get the same index of the array of timers. That way we don't have to have 20 different fucking variables that are named. I think I'm going to do that. I will do that. Okay, more later. Bye.